Moreover, our tradition tells us that the Edomites are the ancestors of the Romans, and indeed of all Europeans and the entire Christian world. Moreover, our tradition tells us that the Edomites are the ancestors of the Romans, and indeed of all Europeans and the entire Christian world.
All praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Rakakadash. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, and shalom to the believers. This is just a walk and talk. I've done this one before, but I think it was the clarity wasn't there. So I'm at the library over here in Winchester, Virginia, and this right here is a prime example of Edom, Rome, being placed all over the world. You'll find these cathedrals type settings there. This is Roman architecture. All right, as you can see how it's designed. All right, as you can see up there, you have no doubt the Edomites on display here. All right, in rule. All right, and these are noted and notable at the Catholic churches. All right, you'll see this symbolism at the Catholic churches. All right, and this signifies Edomite rule, Idumean rule, Greeks. All right, that they are currently in rulership today and in power as the wicked on the planet Earth. Okay, and probably when you go back out in your community, you'll notice it everywhere. Okay, that's why we're the watchmen. All right, prophets to show you, give you the understanding. Okay, so they conquered us as the Greeks. They ruled for hundreds of years as the Greeks, since Alexander the Great took over Judea. All right. All right. Then they were 4 generals that were raised up after Alexander, and they continued to conquer other nations. Namely, they conquered Egypt, and that's the reason why Egypt got whitewashed. All right, the original Hamites, Africans, were taken over, and the Edomites stepped in their seat. The Greeks became the last pharaohs of Egypt. Then they became the Roman Empire. Genesis 27:38. And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. That would be after Jacob, his brother, was given the blessing. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above. And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shall serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. The Greeks ruled for 1,200 years. They were Edomites. The Romans ruled for 1,000 years as the Greco-Romans. Second Esdras 6 verses 7. Then answered I and said, What shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the ends of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. They took the land of Egypt, and they called themselves after the Egyptians, okay? They put on the Egyptian garb and all that. All right, so they ruled in Egypt for about 300 years. That's what this architecture is about. It's about Edomite rule, Roman rule. All right, we're in the revised Roman Empire. The deadly wound that was healed in the book of Revelations. All right, they came back into power in the 1300s, took down Jake that was ruling over there from the 1300s. They took down Jake in the 1300s. Jake began ruling from 300 AD to like 1400 AD. And that's how the Negroes went into slavery. All right. All right. And they came over here to America, established their rule in America, took down the Native American tribes, which were the northern kingdom of Israel. So, as the scriptures tell us at Jeremiah 50 and 33, that we will be oppressed together, okay? And they have their symbolism all over America. They have the Arch of Titus, which signifies their defeat, the defeat of the Jews, okay? The Ark of Titus. That's in Philadelphia, all right? You see the movie I Am Legend? That's that symbolism. But again, this right here is symbolism of Roman rule, the nation of Edom, okay?
Our sports stadiums resemble the Colosseum. Even modern-day sports are in fact derived from Rome. Our sports stadiums resemble the Colosseum. Even modern-day sports are in fact derived from Rome. European systems of government are set up like the early Roman Empire, having both Senate and the Republic, local government, and other things as well. Esau's descendants are called Edomites. Later, they're called Idumeans. Idumea, or Edom in Hebrew, was the region south of Judea, originally inhabited by the reputed descendants of Jacob's brother Esau.
The Roman Empire, the Empire of the Edomite by William Beeston. Okay, so we have a clarification by William Beeston, but let's go and take a look at it. I underlined what I wanted to show, what the importance I wanted to show. So let me read that real quick. This is what you need to understand out. The small hats know who they are as a people and who descendants are. As it reads here, the Talmud, from the Talmud, this is what they say from the Talmud. They have their own religious book called the Talmud, in which they read from. They don't even believe in the Bible. All right. Or I would say they don't honor the Bible because it wasn't for them. It was for the Israelites, and they know that. Okay. That's the reason why they don't use the Bible. They have their own book. It's called the Talmud. All right. And let's read this here. Okay. The Romans came from Esau. They tell you this, the small heads, right? In their book, the Talmud. The Romans came from Esau, who is Edom, and Italy is the Idumea, Rome the Basra of the Hebrew prophets. Okay. So they know who they are. Okay, they know that they are the descendants of the Romans. Okay, let's read on. The descendants of Esau, say the small heads, the sworn enemies of the descendants of Jacob, even to the end of the world, were at first a small nation. They're talking about the Edomites, right? Inhabiting Mount Seir and the adjacent country, continuous to the land of Canaan. They were easily confined within their own limits, okay? Because King David kept them in check, all right? All right. Read on. As long as the Israelites enjoyed a great and formidable empire in Canaan, in which they did, but after that, the powerful republic of the 12 tribes of Israel had been destroyed by the Assyrians and Babylonians. All right, they were put into captivity for going against the law, statute, commandments of Yahweh. The Edomites wonderfully increased in number and in strength, extended their dominion in the west, subjugating Italy, founded Rome and the Roman Empire. And at length entirely overturned Judah, the second temple being destroyed by Titus Vespasian, and this was in 70 AD, and professing the religion, the Edomites professing the religion of Jesus Christ, which they, listen carefully, were the first of all nations to embrace. They hold Jacob in captivity till Messiah, or the Hamashiach ben David, shall appear. So you hear that? They hold Jacob, the 12 tribes, in captivity till the Messiah ben David shall appear. So they even know that they have the nation of Israel in captivity. They know this. All right, until Ben David shall appear. And you know that Yahweh Shai was born through the line of King David. All right, so you have to understand that. So they know. All right, here is the evidence. This book written by all right, so there you have it. And with that, I say all praises to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, because they are the end of the world, and we're that follower. Jacob is going to rule after them. That I say all praise to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Rekakadash. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, and Shalom to the believers, and double honors to the elders at Great Millstone. Shalom.